Oh, okay. Really quick, let's do the player intros. We got RJ Beehive up here in the top right, which is 1 o'clock. And then we have Protoss Dewalt here at 9 o'clock. And I gotta fix this really quick. I didn't know. Sorry, you guys. That sucks. A lot of our games have looked kind of crappy. I'd watched a replay earlier, and when I had watched my replay, I had the Battle of the Beehive logo in the right spot. I didn't know that it was over, like in this overlay, it was just in the wrong spot. It's too bad. That's okay. We'll fix it going forward. Gotta have a little bit of jank, right? Or else what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, Bayexter's asking if Hydra played already. Hydra did not make it.
Yeah, I thought it was work related, but I don't remember actually if he said or not what it was. Next time, and even if I have to fund it all myself again, I'll make sure to. We already talked about this, but I guess it's worth bringing up again. We'll ping our player pool, and obviously, like if it is something like if someone's going to be out of town, there's nothing we can do about that. But if there's like a general day or like a time frame that more players are going to be able to play, then we'll work that in and plan it out a little bit different. Since this is only the second time that we ever did this, in some ways we got lucky the first game or the first tournament, and then just unlucky this time around, and vice versa. So we had a lot, I would say probably 4 players that signed up and then checked the time and the date that we were streaming this, and we're like, oh, actually I'll be at work, or it'll be like 5 in the morning or something, so I can't play, which I thought about Jumper when I said the 5 a.m. thing, and hilariously enough, he's one who could actually play. All right. About this game, I feel like I know that I'm talking like a lot, but I just wanted to bring up really quickly, this probe harass is really good. Obviously hasn't gotten any kills yet. I was gonna say I don't think he had, but I was just looking at his probe. The last time that RJB went up against Dewalt, he did a pretty good job, and he did actually go Zerg. So I'm talking about Battle of the Beehive 1. The one thing that he said he regretted the first time around is that he had sent in a drop over to Dewalt, but all the overlords were empty. And I think it was because there was just so much going on for him that, oof, what happened here? I wonder what he was building, and I wonder if he canceled it to build more Zerglings. So this Zealot harassment is already pretty good, and it got in before the sunks were done. So.
Yeah, I'm curious too if that was maybe another set of Zerglings that he felt like wasn't going to be necessary.
Yeah, because there was a drone that popped out.
Total.
Oof.
Cleans it up.
Yeah, not too bad.
Enough, he actually went for a forward gate and teching very quickly behind it with off of one gate. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to go Corsair first.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Okay, so RJB, he just still needs to send some Zerglings out to scout. Which I think, I mean, he now knows where Protoss is. I wonder if... So I'm just going off of some ASL knowledge here, and I guess I don't have to worry sound like an idiot, because we already know, but I wonder if a Hydra bust would be good. Dang, this probe is just, it is going to live forever. It's going to see everything.
Yeah, right. That's pretty much ladder 101. You learn how to keep your scout alive until ranged units come out.
Yeah. Do you think there's an opportunity for RJB to just try to spam a bunch of units and catch Dewalt off guard?
He would have to make an effort right now to get rid of the probe and mine gas ASAP. Otherwise,
okay.
I think, I mean, the Corsairs are going to come out and see everything, right? So he sees the one gas. I don't think that's enough to say that he is going to go for a Hydra bust. It is interesting. Dewalt is getting a lot of gas. So I wonder if he's going to go for something like Ser Reaver, which, I mean, would be great against Zerg, and I've seen him use it a few times, and he, obviously with his Reaver play, it's great, but no box facility yet, just going with 2 Stargates and +1 weapon upgrade, I'm assuming.
It'd be hilarious if it was shield, but one thing that's also...
I wonder...
Go ahead. My bad.
Sorry, I wonder if he's gonna maybe make a scout as well, because considering fastest, you know, money being a little bit more resourceful, I'd imagine. A scout couldn't hurt, but I think that'd be a little too BM. But
he actually might be going for DTs because he's queuing up Corsairs, right? And then he's got a Citadel of Adun. So he's got his whole Citadel. He might just go for a Templar Archive, build some DTs after he kills all the Overlords, and then what do? Except tap out.
yeah,
he's getting an Evo chamber, so
he's not readily putting down the Templar Archives. So I think it is going to be
just
something like
speed.
something like a Zealot speed into Sarah Reaver maybe, or harass with Sarah Reaver and just try and bust down with Zealots, which he sort of did in the first game as well when they played however many weeks ago. But
yeah, true. I think about a month ago at this point. And you're right. I do see the robotics facility coming up, and it's a little late to mention it now, but I am still thinking about it. Even though they have unlimited money, Zerg still does play pretty similar to how they play on the ladder. Like, your larva is super limiting, and you have to use larva obviously to build your buildings, and so you're constantly having to choose: do I build attacking units, or do I build larva, or do I build my production buildings or tech buildings? And so there is still that balance, and Zerg is still relatively broke, and in this case supply blocked. He is building Hydras. Man, that's just, it's a lot of Corsairs that happen fast. And the DT idea, I'm glad that it was just something I was like spitting out, because he does have spore colonies at the front. Dude, I think he might just be supply blocked, not indefinitely, but for a long time. I think he might even need more spore colonies in his main.
if you check the Walt's main right now, he's getting a fleet beacon. So is he going Sarah Reaver or is he going carriers? Sarah Reaver with D-Web would be ultra powerful.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be feeling pretty good. Being up like, what's it, 14 or 15 games in a row now? Even though I just barely updated, I can't remember if it's 14 or 15. He probably is feeling that he can freestyle a little bit. I think carriers, that's what he did last time, is he would do carrier Reaver. So that's what I would guess. But I guess time will tell. It'd be hilarious if he went like, well, I don't think he'd be that trolly, but if he did do something like scouts. Now that there's a lot of Hydras, probably not, but you never know.
It looks like he's just going to be transitioning into something like a ground army and bust the choke with probably
Oh my gosh.
with the D-Web. But yeah, he's now expanding into 8, or man, oh my goodness. If he can keep him sort of sitting back for a while and not get comfortable, the Walt may just break his choke.
Yeah, this is it's the gateway explosion up at the top of his base, and he's just filling out the rest of his tech. He's been building way less cannons. I think maybe that's the one thing that he's probably listening to us about, where he's like, oh, there's the D-Web, by the way. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. I wonder what RJB is thinking right now.
This is something that I've been told, even in 3v3s, which is when they go mass Corsair, you just need to build a lot of spore colonies. But he's got D-Web, so he's 68 supply. He didn't even get to 69.
Literally
of
no
6.
overlords right now.
Yeah, they're dead. They're literally all gone. So maybe rush into Hive so you can get a Defiler so you can plague the Corsairs, or you get enough Overlords out just long enough so that you can build some, I don't know, suicide bombers, suicide bombing air. All right, and here comes the attack. He can't build anything. He's got 800 minerals. Some Scourge. That's what I was thinking of. But there's so many Corsairs, it would be hard. You'd have to build a lot of Scourge. He does have a ton of Hydras. I think, at least based off this first attack, he'll be okay. However, that Storm is going to be scary. Okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, man, maybe keep running those Overlords away. It doesn't seem like Dewalt's actually microing his Corsairs right now, so that's also a saving grace for RJB. But there's a Reaver. We've seen what they do. Oh my gosh, please dud.
Oh,
This
thank
one's so lucky.
Oh, in the meantime, the Corsairs are running, and I wonder if they're still gonna deal with the spores.
They're back.
Oh.
They de-webbed the spores. There's only one that's firing, plus a couple hydras. The front of the base is still getting busted. The Templar got sniped before it could storm, so he's kind of holding up both accounts, but he had to build so many overloads. Oh, he threw those Corsairs away. That was a mistake. That's maybe the first mistake Dewalt's made all day. Woo. But he's got such a big army. He's got such a big army. I don't know what happened to his shuttle. He does still have his shuttle. So I don't know. He must have lost his Reaver at 1.2, but he can just queue up another army, just a couple more Templar, a couple more Reavers. It's still pretty precarious for RJBs here. I like how he's building more sunks behind his original line, but I think it might be worth it to try to rebuild in his choke. Maybe he can't go into Hive, but that's something else that I'd try to do. Maybe try to get some lurkers as well. Do you have any other thoughts that could maybe save RJB?
I think right now the main important thing is not to get his choke broken, which is, I mean, exactly what RJB is doing. So right now, teching isn't the issue.
Just units, right?
Right. I mean, just units making sunkens. Like he needs to pull drones and make sunks. Eventually, he will want to make lurkers to combat against, you know, the choke as well and help defend. But he's gonna want to make sure the Reavers get sniped down ASAP. Otherwise, the Sunkens are doing great against the Dragoons. That's what's important. But then the Reavers also obviously are the problem.
Hell yeah, this is a great battle. I think so. I've had a couple of false starts where I'm like, I think they're gonna live, and then they proceed to GG like seconds after. But I think if he just walked him into some storms. Oh, but he got the shuttle. So he got the shuttle with a Reaver in it. He is just getting, his Hydras are just getting to storm the shit out of themselves. But he was able to at least get rid of a lot of maneuverability for those Reavers, and the Templar are going to make Archons now. So I'd take Archons over Templar every day. That type of splash damage that he's going to be taking is not nearly the same. So far, honestly, so far so good. I know it's like, we can't count our eggs before they've hatched, but this is I think been really great so far. I do think so. He is going into Hive, so it's a little bit of both. He is teching up, he is just trying to build units. I imagine his economy is still low. He's got a couple of just idling drones. He's got a couple, looks like 1 or 2 extra on his extractors that might be a little bit more efficient. I even thought it might have been cool if he built like an Evo in front of his sunks, because that just anything to mess up the AI of the Zealots that come in. But dude, Protoss, dude, he's coming in again as a decent storm. I think Dewalt might be overextending.
Well, right now, I mean, all Dewalt needs to do is really just attack like with all the units that come out at once, because he is gaining ground.
Yeah,
right
that's
now
true.
Is that RJB can he hold, which he is getting lurkers set up in the back, so that's great. However, Dewalt is also getting Reavers in the back, so
yeah, more Reavers, more upgrades.
Yeah, he's got to, at this point now, sort of, you know, cover, you know, his base and the front now, which he's having to pull drones left and right just to rebuild those sunks. He just rebuilt some, and I'd imagine he's just gonna build more sunks with them.
Yeah, it looks like he's pulling like what? It looked like 6 almost, or maybe even 8.
Yeah.
And I guess this is smart, because now what he's doing is he's building that arc that you want to fight against these units on the inside of his base. Now that Protoss is finally, Protoss is finally, oh no, that Reaver hit was so strong. Oh shit. There's 2 down. I think maybe a forward spore might be okay. I know that sounds stupid, but anything that will just auto attack air. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Guess what? It wasn't stupid. Okay, so it's +2 attack on the Hydras, and it's +2 armor on Protoss, which is interesting. And he didn't get the Reaver upgrades.
I wonder if he's upgraded drop so far, or if he's upgraded, or if he's planning on going Guardians. He doesn't have a Spire or Defiler Mount right now. So I had to imagine he's going one type of tech route, but I don't see any threat of a drop play right now. Not that he should. He needs to sort of keep everything right now, but
it might just be +3 attack as well. I mean, and it could just be a preparation for hopefully getting into a later game. This is going to be really. We haven't seen Dewalt need to do this that much. I mean, he did do it once against gGEaZy where he went for that drop, but he really hasn't gone for drops that much this game. However, he is going to go for a pretty big drop right now. And okay, all right, RJB does see it. He's got to start targeting though. Oh, I forgot about the D-webs. We never see D-webs. Even in fastest, I rarely see D-webs. This is scary. He's got to.
Oh my goodness! Look at this maneuver. Yeah. Oh man.
It could all just be a debate. I mean, we know that he's got Templar in him, but he could just be bringing all the Zerg to the back of the base, so he could just pull him out of position to attack up front. Kind of a reverse of that Terran game before. Oh man, those Reavers taking out that Spore.
So RJB, what he just did, it was sort of hard to miss. He actually hotkeyed all of his drones already, so that way, in case he needs to run, he runs. So.
Okay.
Oh man, he just needs to focus this right now.
There's so much splash damage coming from Protoss. This is so powerful. Yeah. Like, yes, he's got lurker still.
As well.
Yeah, it's gonna sneak in.
Come on, focus.
The Hydras are there. Can they get the shuttle?
No.
No.
Please.
He might get it. Okay, he didn't get anything.
We're still in this.
Which, just so we're clear, I am excited that RJB has lived so long, and I'm not actually rooting against our Protoss player. I'm not rooting against Dewalt. I'm just happy we've had a game go past 15 minutes, and that we've had something that like isn't just him just building that instant strike and instant kill. A lot of lurkers coming up.
No greater spire yet. He does have the Defiler mount, so is he gonna get this drop in? Please, 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 no!
Oh, we got so many! Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh, on the way back! On the way back!
Oh.
He's so broke now. Oh, he's so broke.
10 drones left.
Oh my gosh! I think he's got to pull all of his drones off of gas. TR2 bad for the instant dodge. Who's TR16? Still though, that was a